Hi, it's Terry with Wise and Well for Life, and thank you for joining me for our Winding Down the Day 30-minute yoga and Pilates flow class. So let's go ahead and start with the meditation, and let's start with your hands down. This way it kind of invites some calmness into our bodies as we wind down the day. So close your eyes, take a nice deep breath, make sure you're comfortably seated. And then let's just take an exhale through the mouth. I want you to just feel the day fall off your shoulders. Just flow off your shoulders. Let everything go. Let it go through the exhalation. And if you need to exhale through the mouth a couple times to achieve that, then go for it. Just want to let it all go. Be right here, right now with your body. Nothing else matters but this very moment. Go ahead and open your eyes. Okay. Take your right hand behind you, left hand on the outside of the right knee. Let's squeeze out the day here. So inhale as you find that length in your spine. Exhale and rotate. Again, feel like you're squeezing tension out of all those internal organs. Yes. Let's do that on the other side. Back to center, take your hands behind the back, open up the front of your shoulders. If you were sitting over a computer a lot today or doing any sort of that hunched over work, let's see if we can counteract that. Draw your knuckles to the floor, open, lift the heart, open the front of the shoulders. Yeah, nice. All right, let's give the spine a little stretch now. So take yourself over onto your hands and knees. Here's your cat-cow. Oh, so drop the tailbone down. Ooh. And then lift the tailbone up. And go back and forth between that. Oh, yes. Inviting more length in your spine. It got a little crunchy from all the sitting today. Come to a neutral spine and then move it to the right and left. I like to think of it as sort of wagging your tail. Oh, stretch side to side. Okay, gang, so we're going to go into an extended child's pose right here. Let's do 2 breaths here. And then bring yourself up into cat pose. Right here. Whew. Press back into child's pose. Then bring yourself into cow pose. Come back. Nice. Let's do that sequence again. Come up into cat pose, rounding that back, look at your belly. Back to child's pose. Into cow pose, lift up through the heart. And back into child's pose. Let's come to a neutral spine with your back. We're going to go thread the needle, stretch those shoulders a bit. Extend the left hand a little bit forward and weave the right one underneath. Right shoulder on the mat, left hand on the mat. Pull that left hip back so your hips are level. And find that stretch on your shoulder. Push with the left hand. Take your right hand forward, weave the left one underneath. Whew. Right hand on the floor, pull the right hip back. Find that stretch in the shoulder. Nice. Push into the floor with the right hand. Ooh, back up here. Just a couple cat-cows. Nice. Let's stay in cow. Curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Whew. All right, breathe into that. Lift that belly. Draw the shoulders down the back, spread the fingers. Look to the top of the mat, step or hop forward. We're going to take an inhale all the way up to standing. Right hand grabs the left wrist, stretch over. And just do the left hand to the right wrist, stretch over. Let's find mountain. Palms at heart level. Reach the top of your head toward the ceiling. Push the feet into the floor. Get taller. All the sitting and hunched over makes us a little shorter. So I want you to find your length again. Find your true height. Find your perfect posture. Clasp the hands behind your back. Draw the knuckles to the floor. Open up the front of those shoulders again. From here, you can rest your hands right here, or you can come all the way down and reach the arms off the back. This really depends on your shoulders. You might need to keep your knees bent as well, so you need to find this pose for you. Let your head release. Pull the kneecaps up, lift the arches. All right, gang, take the arms down, take your right leg back into a low lunge, drop that back knee, find that low lunge here. So we're going to toe heel the left foot off to the side, opening up the front of the right hip, especially if you've been doing a lot of sitting. So we want to open that, take your hands down, or just leave them up. It really depends on where you get the best stretch, right? As always. Okay, so we're going to come up, take your right hand to the right side of the mat, reach the left arm up. So this is a difficult stretch, it certainly can be, so do the best you can. You're going to bend that back leg. You could just keep it bent or maybe reach back and grab that little toe side. So that opens up the front of the thigh, opens up the front of that left shoulder, and release that down. Good. Let's toe heel that foot back to the front, straighten that leg out, and then walk it forward a little bit. See if you can find a little more of a stretch. Kind of like coming into a split, but not quite. Now we're going to reach the toes up toward the ceiling. Find that stretch, lift up through the heart. Whew. Draw your shoulders back. Nice. Okay, so come back into that low lunge, and then we're going to step back to downward facing dog. Let your head drop. This is a time to let your brain drop. You don't have to think about anything. It's the end of the day. Breathing away all the stress of the day. Let it go. Take your right leg forward. Drop the back knee. And then we're going to go ahead and toe heel this right foot off to the side, deepening the stretch here. Palms on the floor, maybe forearms. Might feel different from one side to the next. Okay, so here's the intense stretch. So left hand to the left side of the mat, reach the right arm up, bend the back leg, grab that little toe side, then it opens up the front of that right shoulder. And if you can't reach it, just keep it bent. Nice. Woo. Ah, front of the thigh. This is an intense stretch. And then let that come down, toe heel that right foot, straighten the leg, all the toes on the floor. Walk it forward a little bit if you like, and then reach those toes up toward the ceiling. Really finding that stretch in the back of the leg. Again, hamstrings get tight with a lot of sitting as well. Nice. Let's go ahead and slide that leg back. Big toes touch, knees apart. Stretch back, lengthen your spine and extend to child's pose. All right, so cross at your ankles. Let's come back and take a seat. All right, so feet flat on the floor. Get up nice and tall, and let's grab underneath the knees and kind of onto the shins. And find that length in your spine. Find yourself right on top of your sits bones. Pull the shoulders back, lift up through the heart. Yes. So find that length in your spine. Again, especially if you've been sitting like this a lot today, I want you to find length. Pull that belly in. So we're going into a little Pilates now. So you're going to reach your arms out. Let's roll it down one bone at a time. You're going to take it down to the bottom of your shoulder blades. Right here, we're going to pull that right knee in, left knee in, and then come into hundreds. Inhale and exhale. Let's extend the right leg out. Keep the left knee bent. Inhale and exhale. Draw the belly in. Inhale and exhale. Now let's switch. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Switch. Switch. And last one, switch. Nice. Pull those knees into your chest. Now let's reach the legs straight up in the air. Bring your arms out to the side. Press those shoulder blades down, and let's tick-tock the legs to the right and left. So drop over to the right. Inhale up. Exhale over to the left. And again. Nice. Last two. Good. All right. So let's bring the feet down on the floor and lift your hips up. Set them closer to your heels. I want you to find length in your spine. Lift your shoulders up, set them closer to your hips, and then just tilt the pelvis to the right and left. Or it should not right and left, forward and back. Much better. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so knees are about hip width apart. Bring your arms down alongside your body, and let's begin to peel the spine up off the mat. And gang, I want you to keep it out of the glutes. I want you to let the belly be what lifts your spine up off the floor and your hips up off the floor. Inhale at the top. Push those feet into the floor, and then exhale down. So when you come down, your hips are a little closer to your heels, so you really feel like you've just lengthened your spine, okay? Take an inhale. Let's exhale. Peel that spine up. Press those feet into the floor. I want you to feel that engagement on the backs of your legs as well. Inhale at the top. Exhale, lower down, bone by bone. Oh, yeah. Ooh, nice. Good. How about one more time? Oh, yeah. Good. And then lowering down, bone by bone. All right, let's just add on just a little bit of work to that. So do that again. Curl up. So you want your shoulders and your hips and your knees in a nice alignment. You can take your hands on either side of your hips for that. Can you float your right leg up about 2 inches off the mat? I want you to hold that. Feel that in the left hamstring. Breathe. Set it down. Let's do that on the left side. Feel it in the right hamstring. You're just floating your leg up a couple inches off the mat. Set it down. Let's do that on the other side. And one more on the other side. Whew. And lower down, bone by bone. Wow, yeah. Pull those knees into your chest. Okay, take your hands behind your head, just cradling your head so it feels completely supported. Bring your knees to a tabletop position. So you should feel your spine imprinted, the lower spine imprinted. Feel the tips of the shoulder blades on the mat. Let's drop one leg down at a time, toe drops. Last two. Actually, let's make that 3. Yeah, makes it even 12. Yeah. Okay. Pull those knees into your chest. Whew. Nice. Let's extend the legs out. Let's do a couple roll-ups. So you want to press those heels into the mat. Remember the modified one is just lifting your head and shoulders up right here. This helps get us strong, so we're going to be able to come all the way up because we want to use the belly to come up and not your back. All right, so take a breath here and press those heels into the mat. Let's take it up bone by bone. The first one's always a good one, isn't it? Nice. And this is where I feel that we get strong because we're fighting gravity when we come down. So I want you to, let's take 10 seconds to come down. Take a breath, inhale. Oh, yeah. Woo. Nice. That might have been more than 10. Okay, here, let's do that again. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale it up. So keep pulling the belly back. Pull the belly back, pull the belly back, pull the belly back. That's what we want to use to come up, not our back. And then sit up tall and then scoop again. It's that C curve coming down bone by bone, taking your time, at least 10 seconds to come down. Pull your knees into your chest, grab behind the knees, and then roll yourself up. Let's cross at your ankles, come back to hands and knees. Couple cats right here, cat-cows. Sometimes it feels good to hold in one position more than the other, so you got to feel that in your own spine and do what you need to do. All right, folks, let's press it up into downward facing dog. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Forward fold. See how this is looking. Ooh, let that head release. Remember to bend your knees if it's too intense with the legs straight, because this is a lot on the hamstrings. Okay, so make sure if you need to bend your knees that you do that. Take an inhale all the way up to standing. We want to get tall. Oh, yeah. Feel an inch taller than when you began. Okay, let's step back the right leg. Let's stepping right back here to warrior one. So let's bend the front leg. Separate your feet if you need to. Your heels are roughly in line with each other. Your hips are as squared to the front as you can get. Reach the arms up alongside your ears. Sink into that. Keep that back foot pressed down. Roll to the outer edge of that back heel. And then let's cradle the base of the skull. Lift up through the heart more. Open up the shoulders and the elbows like wings. Draw the tailbone down toward the mat. Find that stretch. Ooh. Nice, gang. Now straighten your leg, pyramid. Take the hands behind your back. Draw the knuckles to the floor. Remember that we want to keep opening up through the chest. That's the part that gets tight. And when we do this, we release those rhomboid muscles, the ones that get so overstretched from all that. So let's release them, give them a break. And then come on forward, look towards your big toe. Arms can stay lifted, they can rest on your back. Come on down. And then let's release the arms. Take that nose toward the knee. Bring that right hip forward. All right, gang, let's take a big step forward to the top of the mat. Forward fold again. Inhale all the way up, feeling tall. And palms together. Ooh. Left leg comes back. Bend into that front leg. Heels roughly in line with each other. Hips squared. Use the arms up or bring the arms up alongside the ears. Bend into that front leg. And again, cradling the base of your skull. Think of your elbows as your wings coming open. Draw the tail toward the floor. Lift up through the heart. Hands come behind again. So you have options here. Clasp. You might be able to grab your elbows. Try that. And then straighten the front leg as you come forward. Look toward that big toe. Find length in your spine. Release the arms, nose to knee. Big step to the top of the mat. Inhale all the way to standing. Palms together at heart level, finding length. Okay, let's see how our balance is at the end of the day. Okay, we want to leave here feeling very balanced. Yes. Okay, so shift your weight to the left foot, nice easy tree pose. So options, we can take it inside the ankle. You can even rest your big toe on the floor or up inside the thigh. Let's avoid putting it inside the knee, okay? Draw that right knee down, find levelness in your hips. And then once again, can we cradle the base of our skull and bring your wings out? Really opening through the front of those shoulders. Nice. Balance is one of those things that's different, can be different each day. Can be different from one side to the body of the next. And it is what it is. Yeah, palms together at heart level. Let's take that leg down and we'll do that on the other side. Shifting that weight over so it's inside the ankle or up inside your thigh. You want even hips. All right, so that'll protect the sacrum, so you don't want to hike up that knee. So palms together at heart level. And then up and over. Actually, we were cradling the skull. Let's do that on this side too. I like that. I like that openness in the front of the shoulders. Chest. Heart is lifted. Nice. Ooh, good. And release. Okay, so let's try this. Let's take the feet out to transition to the floor. So you're out, toes are turned out. Okay, let's take the palms here at heart level. Now imagine that you have a wall behind you and you're just simply sliding down the wall. You may end at different places, all of us, so just do the best you can. So sliding down that wall and watch. Yep, so you might have to walk your feet in a little closer and that's fine. Your heels might be lifted, that's fine. You might be up a little higher, it's wherever it is for you. So you're gonna hug the back of those arms. We wanna open the hips up a bit here. All right, and lift up through the heart again. Finding length in your spine, finding openness in your chest. Ooh. And breathe. All right, let's go ahead and take a seat. Yeah, nice. Okay, so go ahead and cross your legs for now. And let's sit in the back part of your mat. Actually, let's extend the right leg out. I want to do a little stretch here. So that left foot is on the inside of the right thigh. Let's sit up nice and tall and then turn yourself toward that right leg. We'll try Janu Shirshasana, do the best we can. Reach the arms up, look beyond your foot, like that's where you want to go. And then you can settle the hands here. You can grab the foot if you like, okay? So you want to try to get this foot down as best you can. If you're finding that it's up like that, then this is where you want to be, okay? You can use a strap too. You can have a strap and go like that. That's actually even better. So come on down. All right. So try to connect your left hip to the floor even more so it doesn't lift up, wherever that is for you. That's why I like a strap, because that keeps it connected if it's too hard to come all the way down. Let's take the left hand on the outside of the right calf, ankle, or foot. Right hand on the mat, and then turn and look over that right shoulder. Beautiful. All right, let's do that on the other side. Right foot on the inside, get yourself nice and tall. Whew. And then turn, and then let's look, come on down, wherever that is for you. Don't be surprised if this side feels different. Hands on either side, maybe clasping the foot. Right hip stays down. And then take it up. Right hand on the outside of that foot, left hand on the mat. And let's find that rotation here. Good. All right. Let's go ahead and take it down. Okay, reach your arms out. Always want to kind of come down this way. So we keep practicing that C curve, coming down in that Pilates move. Nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's lift the hips up first, set them closer to your heels. Reach those legs up. Let's bring the arms out to the side, and let's go ahead and do corkscrew here. Inhale, sweep those legs around. Nice. And in the other direction. Good. Pilates breath, of course. Last two. And last one. And pull those knees into your chest. Ooh, give yourself a nice little massage on your back. Yes. All right. Your well-earned Shavasana coming up. Okay. So let's go ahead here. We'll lay all the way down. So pay attention to your spine. Do you have to have a knee bent? Can you have both legs out? Whatever works for you. Arms down alongside your body. Lift your shoulders up, set them closer to your hips. Find some more length in your spine. Just let everything go. Close your eyes. Let's take a nice deep breath together. Let everything go through the mouth. Yeah. The day go. Let it go. And then begin to breathe in and out through the nose, breathing in everything good, everything that works for you, and letting go of anything that's not serving you. Let it go through your exhalation. Just think of that inhale as let. The exhale is go. Oh, yeah. Coming back to your breath. of course, you're welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you need to, but if you want to come out, let's bend your knees, come over onto your side, and push your way up to a seated position. Again, staying as long as you need to. All right. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, and enjoy your evening. Namaste.